We're going over some first round targets, guys. We're going round by round and a lot of videos coming up here on the channel and breaking down who we believe are the best fantasy football targets per round. This video, we're doing round one. The first guy we have to talk about is Cam Ward. He's going to be given the reins to do anything you possibly want. Will Levis is no longer a question at the quarterback position. I think starting day one, Cam Ward will be the guy, and we have to figure out who is going to be his main target. Is Calvin Ridley going to be the guy he really goes to? And maybe DK or one of these guys as a rookie coming in going to be the guy for these guys? Does Treylon Burks even have a role in this offense any longer? We don't know what is going to be available when we're talking about, okay, who's going to be the one who he really shows favoritism for and throwing the football to. But anyway it goes, we saw at Miami, Cam Ward was able to do a lot of good things, winning football, driving the football down the field. So we just have to depend. Will he be the best option for fantasy football when it comes to rookie quarterbacks? I believe he could be in this year one if he all puts it together. We know the Tennessee Titans overall is not like the best team for fantasy points overall, but look, they have a running game, right? They've got Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears back there. Now they have somebody at the helm who could throw the football, right? Whether it's Chigakonku at the tight end position, like I said, Calvin Ridley or one of these other young guys stepping up and being the man for the Titans. It's gonna have to wait and see at this point, but I think you have to say Cam Ward is one of the guys you need to target in fantasy football. If you're needing a late round quarterback, maybe you're going like a Matthew Stafford or something as your main quarterback, you completely punted it and you want a rookie, you might as well swing for the fences and go with Cam Ward because you know he's probably getting a start out of the gate in week one. So the next guy we have to go over is going to be Travis Hunter, right? Got drafted over there by the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's going to be playing more wide receiver than cornerback, we know, but what is that split going to look like? Is it going to be more of like a 60-40 split, 75-25 split? We don't know. I think the better that he plays on offense, I think the more reps he's going to get on offense and the less on defense. I think he's a absolute stud, like 93% catch percentage in all of college football for his collegiate career. We've seen Travis Hunter, the way that he can move without the ball and just kind of contort himself to catch the football. His hands are like glue, so he could be a good opportunity as a second option on the opposite side of Brian Thomas Jr. So Trevor Lawrence can really just sling the ball down the field and have two good options to go to. So, you know, Brenton Strange is probably gonna be the tight end for them. They have, you know, ETN at the running back position. They've got a lot of options back there. Is Bashal Tootin going to come in and step in and be the running back there? Either way it goes, there's a ton of options here for Trevor Lawrence to pick from. And that means Travis Hunter doesn't need to do everything, right? And because he doesn't need to do everything, he could probably stack up some fantasy points for you. I do see some spike weeks. There's going to be some weeks where he doesn't do anything for you, but there's going to be weeks that you wish that you had him in your lineup. I think Travis Hunter is easily kind of a go-to guy for me as well. Next on our list, we have to go Ashen Genty in the first round. He's going to be the man for the Raiders. There's nobody behind him. What are you talking about? Zamir White, Dylan Laube? None of these guys are going to give any type of workload to Ashen Genty. He is going to be the workhorse for Geno Smith and this Raiders offense. So they didn't really have a running game at all last year. This year, they're changing it up. I think they're going to hand the ball off to Ashen Genty early and often. He's going to have a ton of fantasy points, and he could be the #1 overall rookie choice in rookie dynasty drafts. He needs to be coming off the board. I think he's clearly the answer. You know, if you look at the depth chart, there's going to be nobody on here that's even going to touch Genty or even make him come off the field. They're going to make this guy literally the workhorse for the entire offense. If you even look on the outside, I mean, what are you going to have? The main guy is Jacoby Myers on the outside with Brock Bowers at the tight end position. You know, Jack Beck probably as the other option as wide receiver. They're all the other rookie out of TCU. So I think Ashen Genty gets as much work as he possibly can. I love him for fantasy football. Definitely a round one target for me. Next guy we're going over here is Amarian Hampton, the other running back. He got taken over there by the Chargers. Now, I think he's going to be more of a year two running back for me. I think they got Najee Harris over there. I believe Najee Harris is still the workload guy for this offense. Just look at a few years ago when they had Kenneth Walker over there with the Seahawks, and they ended up getting Zach Charbonnet. Everybody's like, whoa, there goes Zach Charbonnet. He's going to be the man there. Kenneth Walker, write him off. He is done for. I think it's going to be a similar situation. So when you see somebody like Najee Harris, who's had 1,000 yards in all 4 seasons that he's played, I think he's going to continue and even get 1,000 yards this season with Amarian Hampton spelling Najee Harris. And by year 2, I think now we're going to start seeing Amarian Hampton be the guy. I think it's going to be a 1-year deal for Najee Harris. He's going to be gone after next season. I think Amarian Hampton turns over as the #1 running back for this offense starting in 2026, not 2025. So I just say pump your brakes just a little bit. I think Najee Harris will be the bell cow for the Chargers in 2025, but Amarian Hampton's still somebody you want to target. He's going to have some good games, and if God forbid something happens to Najee Harris, Amarian Hampton is an absolute stud. So the last guy I want to talk about as far as a target for round 1, I'm going to have to say Amika Ibuka, the wide receiver now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And look, McMillan, he's probably going to be an afterthought. You got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin on the outside. They are going to be the main honchos, but look, the underneath guy is going to be Amika Ibuka, and he can actually run routes very well. And if he plays probably from whether the slot, which I think Chris Godwin played most last year before he got hurt, or even probably out wide, I think Amika Ibuka is going to have enough to be fantasy relevant for a flex spot. So he's somebody you definitely want to start targeting. I think he could be a good option for Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, guys. But look, those are my main targets for round 1, guys. We're pumping out so many videos at this point each and every week to help you best dominate your league, guys. Make sure you guys are smashing the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel quite a bit, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.